Poland is considering making more ammunition, military equipment and scouring its stores for supplies as it works on a new aid package for Ukraine, Poland's new Foreign Minister Sikorski said in Davos. Ukraine has counted Poland as one of its closest European Union allies as it has battled an almost 2-year Russian invasion. Poland has given Ukraine humanitarian and military assistance and taken in millions of Ukrainian refugees.
We are looking at all issues to do with Ukraine with fresh eyes. I made my first trip to Kiev. The Prime Minister is intending to go. This is an issue of national consensus in Poland. We are examining what options we have of making more ammunition and equipment, and also what we still have in our stores. What we think and communicate to our allies is that the cost of deterring Mr. Putin after he conquered Ukraine would be much bigger than the cost of supplying Ukraine to effectively defend itself against his act of aggression.
But relations soured last year as a now former Polish nationalist government did little in Kiev's eyes to end the blockade of several border crossings by Polish truck drivers and over an extension of a ban on Ukrainian grain imports.
Just Poland shouldn't be the country that bears the brunt of most of the cost of solidarity with Ukraine on behalf of all of the European Union. The cost of this solidarity, which we accept is inevitable, should be borne more fairly.
Sikorski, who's a senior member of the newly elected pro-EU cabinet in Warsaw, travelled to Kiev last month seeking to improve bilateral ties after his ministry announced a fresh aid package for Poland's eastern neighbour. Sikorski welcomed the deal reached with Polish hauliers this week on suspending the blockade, through which the drivers demanded that Brussels reinstate a system whereby Ukrainian companies need permits to operate in the bloc. But he also acknowledged that the two countries had to keep working on resolving challenges. To that end, Sikorski endorsed a United States plan to confiscate up to $300 billion in frozen Russian assets to help build Ukraine.
We also think that it's the aggressor that should pay for the damage to Ukraine. That the UN General Assembly vote, which overwhelmingly condemned Russia's invasion at the beginning of the war, creates a legal basis, in fact an obligation for the international community to redress that act of aggression and punish and charge with the costs the offending country.
Sikorski said Poland was back from a faraway trip into populism after his pro-EU camp won against the nationalist administration of the Law and Justice Party that has feuded with Brussels over the rule of law, media freedom, migration and LGBT rights since coming to power in 2015.